So hey everyone, how's it going? I hope everyone is good. I'm also good. So I'm currently working on a project. It's a really big project for me, and I'm already working on that thing. It's around 1 year still working on that project. It's a distributed cluster system, and it's called Heterogeneous AI Super Cluster, a system that can train LLM model and can perform simulation. It can perform nuclear simulation, and it can also perform quantum simulation with 10 teraflops of compute power, and it's based on a multiple architecture. It's not based on a normal uh, normal just your i3 or any kind of AMD threadripper circuits. It's based on a lot of architecture. So I'll talk about this. So I'll talk about this soon. So what is it? It's a AI training machine. You can basically just say it's a AI training machine based on lot of architecture and whole distributive cluster system. So yeah, and I'm currently working on the software stacks of my thing. So it just taking a lot of time cause it's taking more time setuping the whole thing, and setuping the more I mean setuping the whole environment, development environment, so I can do that properly. So it will take a lot of time, and it's not using any kind of third party deep learning um, deep learning I mean what's that called, I just really kind of forgot, deep learning framework, but it's not using any kind of PyTorch, TensorFlow, any kind of deep learning framework. It's running my own custom OpenCL based kernel, and it's using my own framework. It's using my OpenCL framework, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It just really takes a lot of time for me. It just taking a lot of time to build the custom kernel, working with these vectors and a lot of stuffs. And so let me show you my hardware. So what I'm actually using, how my setup actually looking. So let me pause the recording, then I'll show in my phone camera. So that's the thing I'm actually using for my AI cluster, and look at that, the all hardware. That's my PS4 Pro and the my Raspberry Pi 5 and my two PlayStation 3 and one PlayStation 2. There is another compiler PC, but it's kind of temporary for now. But it's mainly for like my I'm also working on my own operating system, my Himalaya OS. So it's working as a server for that, but I will talk about this later. Let's talk about the what it actually do. So that's my I'm just running the ray tracing just for like normal, but don't care, it's just showcase. Yeah, so that's my the whole thing, and I also make the a fabric layer, and it will work like there is a whole brain to do the whole work, and that's the Raspberry Pi 5. I'm saying that what actually do, why there is lot of PlayStation right there. So that's the Raspberry Pi 5 with 26 AI NPU 26 AI TOPS. So that's the main brain of my AI cluster. It actually managing the whole scheduling and the whole manage. It will do the whole management, and it have a embedded SLM model to do that. The all things to do that. And the PS4 for training, it's for AI training. And I also have the AI server. Mainly it's a AI NAS server um, for feeding the data, storing the data. You can say the AI's brain data. Yeah, AI's brain storing data or whatever. But it's now currently broken. I cannot show that right now, but yeah. So that's the my main brain, and that's PS4 Pro. I'm talking about the PS4 Pro model. It mainly do for training tasks for the good GPU. And that's my PS3. That's the two PS3 for mathematics. I mean, this slim one mainly for like the stable Linux development and the homebrew things, but I'll use it in uh, my AI cluster anyway. Mm. So I'm mainly using these two PS3 as a using the cell processor of this PS3 to do the math calculation for the AI, and that's the PS2 for connecting the all nodes in together in PS2, to show the outcomes. And there is a compiler PC. That's the compiler PC for compiling the all stuffs. Like, if I just need a something like some kind of software that I need, but I cannot that much memory or that much powerful CPU to compile under 30 second or whatever. It's not gonna like. Let's talk about the PS3. It have PPC code, and it's not using the SPE and the two another vector processor. Co-processor is the PPC, the main, and the SPE, the co-processor or vector processor, whatever you say. And yeah, so it's like it have the PPC code, and it just too slow. So that's my compiler PC, compiler tags, or compiler kernel or whatever. It just sent it into this, so it can do more faster. It just for support, and it's just for temporary. I'm already saying, and I'm not gonna use that too much. And my main thing, I just currently replace the my server, AI server, with this one, cause my AI server kind of broken right now. Need to do lot of work for that, but yeah, I'll do that. And the PS2 and PS2 for showing the whole outcome, but I'm still struggling to find the expansion back of the PS2's fat. So I can actually adding the Ethernet port and the hard disk into that. That's the worst part of the PS2 right now. But still, I'm working on the PS4 and the PS3 currently. And that's a TV. I recently hacked the TV to run Linux on that natively. It's an Android smart TV, and yeah, I unfortunately I cannot run the Linux on that, cause it can break my whole system. Like, I mainly bought this TV for I don't need to buy a whole lot of monitor to run this thing. So the main feature is the AVI port of the TV, so I can plug PS2 directly into this TV. So that's why I mainly bought to run three devices at one thing. So it can actually break my whole switching. So I don't really go with Linux. I just jailbreak the TV, and yeah, it just rooted right now full. and I'm currently working on that. So and it's my also work is kind of paused because I'm in India, so it's just really hot nowadays, like um, and running all devices, it just really getting hot. And in the back of the PS4, my home network just fallen right there to like connecting the all nodes. And yeah, so that's how just really working. And yeah, I will thinking to make this thing in make it as a patent, and currently working on that. And the things is, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows it's just really kind of weird because a PlayStation 3 have only 8 GB of VRAM and 8 GB of RAM, but it just use shared memory. And it's like you can think in the game, in the game OS, the PS4 native operating system, it have like 9 GB of memory, 3 DDR3 RAM for the handling background tasks in the um game OS, and 8 GB for just for game. So in the PS4 Linux, and it just kind of separated 8 GB, I mean 4 GB, 4 GB, 4 GB system RAM, and 4 GB for VRAM. So that's the limitation you can already see. And forget about the PS3, and it just have 100 no 200 something, I kind of forgot, and it have only 32 MB of RAM. So that's why I'm using I'm not gonna share that currently right now because it's kind of secret, but I'm currently that's why I'm using another AI training system that's actually work on these things, and it's basically based on OpenCL kernel. So my own framework, I'm not using any CUDA or whatever, I don't know. So that's the main secret, how it's gonna work, like how it's gonna train the whole thing into one this machine. And that's the mainly do the training process, not other machine. It just for calculation, it have like own role, it have own role. There is the worker, that's the main brain, and there is lot of worker working on that. And yeah, that's how it's actually working. It's just really simple. And the management, but the training, the memory management of this all of things, it just little bit hard. But it's now I'm using a whole different thing into that, so I can actually train the whole LLM model into it. I'm not talking about 7 billion model or 7 billion parameter model or 16 billion parameter model. I'm talking about more than 30 billion parameter model. It actually gonna work. I'm currently working on that, but I'm not gonna share right now. So yeah, I'm still working, but I'll update that. I will share a lot update on this thing, how it actually going. So yeah, keep in touch and working on that, and let's see how it's go.